Today, I'll be showing you how to make soft, fluffy wheat boflot, also known as wheat puff puff. This recipe is perfect if you are looking for a healthier option, but you still want that soft inside and golden outside we all love. Whether you are making this for breakfast, snack time, family gathering, or to sell, trust me, this wheat boflot recipe will not disappoint you. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. Now, the first and most important step is activating our yeast. So I'll add some yeast into a small bowl. I'll go in with some sugar, and I'll also pour some warm water into the bowl. Make sure the water is warm, not hot, because hot water can kill the yeast. Now give everything a gentle stir and allow it to sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. At this stage, if your yeast is active, you will start seeing foam forming on top. If you don't see any foam, it means the yeast is bad and you will need to replace it. This step is very important if you want soft boflot. While waiting for the yeast to activate, let's prepare our dry ingredients. So into a separate bowl, I'll add my whole wheat flour. This is homemade wheat flour. At this point, I'll also add my nutmeg. The nutmeg is going to give the boflot a very nice aroma and flavor, but if you don't want to have it, you can skip it totally. Next, I'll add a pinch of salt to balance the sweetness. Now, I'll mix everything together so all the dry ingredients are well combined. You can also feel free to go in with vanilla essence or powdered milk if that is what you want. Now that our yeast is nicely activated, let's bring everything together. I'll slowly pour the yeast mixture into the flour. After that, I'm going to use my spatula or a clean hand, and I will gently mix everything together. Feel free to use wooden spoon or any other tool you have available. At this stage, you want a thick but stretchy batter, not too thick and also not too watery. So I'll continue mixing for a few minutes to help develop the gluten. This stage is very important because it helps make the boflot soft and fluffy. If the batter feels too thick, you can add a little water, just warm water or room temperature water, until you get the right consistency. Trust me, I don't usually measure my water because I really want to have a very perfect consistency, so I can't give you half cup whilst it's not half cup. So kindly make sure to add it little by little to get the perfect results that you're looking for. Okay, all right, so if the batter feels too thick, you can add little water, as I said. And at this stage, this is the perfect time to add vanilla essence and also any other essence of your choice. But trust me, today we are keeping it simple and natural, so the nutmeg is going to do the work for me. You can also feel free to add in any essence at all and you are good to go. Once the batter is ready, I'll cover it with a clean kitchen towel or a cling film. I'll place it in a warm place and allow it to rise for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. Please be patient at this stage because good boflot needs time. After proving our batter is ready for frying, so I'll place my frying pan on medium heat and add enough oil for deep frying. Make sure the oil is medium heat, not too hot, so the boflot can cook well inside without burning. To test the oil, I'll drop a small amount of the butter into it. If it rises gently and starts frying slowly, the oil is perfect. Now it's time to fry. I'll scoop the butter with my hand or spoon if that is what you want, and I'll gently drop it into the oil. Please don't overcrowd the pan. Fry in batches so the boflot can cook evenly. If you are still with me at this point and you haven't still subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly do subscribe to my channel and also do turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload amazing videos like this, you will be among the first person to be notified. Thank you so much for doing that. All right, so as you can see, I am turning them slowly so they can fry evenly on all sides. The color we are looking for is beautiful golden brown. Once they are nicely fried, I'll remove them and place them on a paper towel to absorb any excess oil. And if you are new to my channel, hello, this is Cooking with Efia. Here I share easy and amazing recipes right here. So if this is what you're looking for, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel and also do turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload amazing videos like this, you will be among the first person to be notified. And also subscribing is free, so if you haven't done that yet, then what are you waiting for? Kindly do subscribe to my channel and be part of this amazing family. Thank you so much. All right, so as I said, we are looking for a beautiful golden brown color, and once they are ready, we're going to remove and place on paper towel to drain any excess oil. And just look at that. Yes, just look at how soft and fluffy they are. This is what I am looking for. Now we're going to set this aside and place it on paper towel to drain any excess oil, and we're going to also repeat the same process until everything is nice and ready. This is honestly one of the healthiest Boflots I've ever made because we are using whole wheat flour. It's more filling, more nutritious, and still very soft and fluffy inside. Now just look at it. What do you think about this great Boflot or puff puff recipe? Have you tried it before, or this will be your first time? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you have any tips, feel free to share with us. But before that, feel free to use any sweetener of your choice. Trust me, you can be using those brown sugar, dates, that's fine, but this is just me and it works perfectly fine for me as well. And remember always to adjust to your taste. Thank you so much. All right, so thank you so much again for watching this video up to this point. If you enjoyed this recipe, please like, share and subscribe for more delicious Ghanaian recipes. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.